you ever wonder about the angels in the Bible? Have you ever seen an angel? Do you know the number of people today who claim to have encountered angels is growing and is far more numerous than many Christians realize? Not long ago, my wife, Chris, and I were in Assisi, Italy, going through some of the major churches, but especially the Basilica of St. Francis. And I noticed on almost every picture or painting or fresco in the church, there were angels, and there were angels of two sorts, but angels were everywhere. There were wispy angels that we sometimes call seraphs, and there were little angels that we sometimes call chubby cherubs. But they were all over the place. Angels adorned everything about this church, and they surrounded biblical scenes because if you read the Bible, you realize there are hundreds of stories about angels. From Abraham encountering angels all the way to the book of Revelation, in which there are angels zipping around and zooming here and there everywhere. Angels all the time. But sometimes we dismiss angels as if they're just below our modern scientific integrity and dignity. But I wonder what we're missing. In fact, every major event in the life of Jesus is accompanied by and surrounded by angels. And he says even on the cross that he could summon legions of angels. At his resurrection, there are angels. So in a recent study that I did, I surveyed what the Bible has to say about angels. I was surprised not only by how often angels appear and their significance in the Bible, I was also surprised at the number of Christians in the history of the church who've taken great consolation in angels. And I want to invite you to consider and reconsider and read the Bible all over again with fresh eyes, listening for what I call the hum of angels who are all over the